We have just come through a very full fall as American citizens as we have voted for the future leader of our country, for our president, and I hope all were able to get to the booths and fulfill their citizenship duties of voting according to your conscience based on information you've received and decisions that you've made. What this election year has caused me to do is do a little reflecting. And it reminded me when I was in Taiwan and missionary in China, teaching a group of students English as a second language. And they were always mystified by the English language. There were phrases we use they just couldn't quite get, such as she was bent on seeing him. That phrase really created a lot of issues for them. Or he doubled up at the sight of her. Try to explain that one. Or that's a shot in the arm, and you say that in a way that it's actually a good thing. Or you say that we drive on the parkway and we park on the driveway, and always the question comes, why do you say that? That doesn't make any sense. And I'd have to tell them, well, to be honest with you, you're right, it doesn't make sense, but you got to say it if you want to communicate. And we talk about a lot of things, but the question that was most intriguing to me would always come, what is an American? Now that's an interesting question because you can't answer that racially. Be honest with you, you can't even answer that geographically because we're everywhere in the world. What is an American? Is it a mindset? And inevitably, when you try to answer that question, you have to talk about freedom and its importance to us. And it's something that we value. It defines who we are. It's something we'll even die for. We believe in it so strongly, and we'll defend it around the world. It's the American word is the word freedom. And yet, when you really analyze that, what does that mean? What is freedom? Do we really even understand this core value of who we are? Do we even understand what that means? What freedom is? Does it make sense the way we describe it? For many, freedom could be just doing simply what you want. Now, Jesus knew we'd have this problem because Jesus told the story of the prodigal son. And that's a story about what freedom means. There was a young man who left home thinking he was free, and only to discover he didn't know what freedom was. It's not doing whatever you want to do and living according to your appetites. Neither was the other son free. I mean, loveless respectability, there's no freedom in that. Being caught up in your own merits, feeling like you're paying the price for being faithful to the home, being at home but not being at home, there's no freedom in that. The only one free in that story is the Father. Now, he looks kind of pathetic at first. He's lost two sons. He's waiting. He's longing. He looks like a pathetic figure, but he's the one that's free. He's free to love both sons. He's free of his appetites. He's not enslaved to his possessions. He owns his home. His home doesn't own him. He's free to love God, and he's free to love those that God put in his care. Now that's freedom. Freedom has many counterfeits. And I hope we, as Virginia Baptists, start modeling what freedom really is.